Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to be doing, this is a random collective reading. I'm sharing it with the collective. I am currently, we're going to do a reading for me. How's that sound? And I'm just going to share it with you. And I'm going to bless you while I'm at it. Anyway, if you're interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. And I'm having a little trouble sitting because I had surgery on my foot. And so I'm like, I always sit crisscross and I can't do it. When I was in meditation, I am very confused. And then it was funny because I grabbed a book by Dr. David Hawkins, Letting Go. And I was going to start reading that. And I came to this one sentence. Confusion is our salvation. For the confused, there is still hope. Hang on to your confusion. In the end, it is your best friend, your best defense against the deathliness of others' answers, against being raped by their ideas. If you are confused, you are still free. If you are confused, this book is for you. And I think that's kind of hilarious because I was a piece of hair stuck in my tooth. I was confused. And I picked that book up under the context of, I feel like I want to read something. Maybe it's time to read this. And yeah, apparently so. It's not a bad confusion. And, you know, we are a collective, and then we all have collectives of people whose orbit we're in or that we tend to orbit around. And that's what I think is neat about synchronicities and stuff. When I'm talking to close friends of mine, it's always remarkable to me how even if the exact of our situations are different, there are themes that are similar. So anyway, if you're here, maybe you are similarly confused. And feel free to like and subscribe if you like what you see here. This reading is timeless whenever you stumble across it. The happy family card. So this is internal. This is like the 10 of cups. Cups are emotional fulfillment, unconditional love. The 10s are always a completion, but with the 10s, it goes back to the beginning, especially because the 10 is a number 1 and a number 0. So like the 0 is the circle and 1s are beginnings. It's not focusing properly. So yeah, internally, I'm going to say we, but we are like, what is the bigger picture? The 10 of Pentacles to me is like the long term. What are we looking at in the long term? With the 10 of Cups, and that's like, what are we building? What's our legacy? What are we doing on Earth? Like Pentacles are Earth energy. With the Cups, it's like, what all we want is unconditional love and to feel emotionally fulfilled. So what I was exploring was the idea of feeling that already, you know, and I've been seeing memes about it, but I've been looking a lot about how I have that. When this happens, then I will be. When that happens, then I will be. And it's like, what about now? What about now? Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. What song is that? Yeah, devil. The devil is in front of us. That's external. The devil can be confusing. It's attachments, and here we might be exploring What are our attachments to outcomes? I sure have that. Wanting specific outcomes, and I'm aware of it, and that's why I want to read a book about letting go, because there are certain outcomes that I want to let go of, and it's difficult because there are outcomes that I don't want to push away, and that's always kind of the difficult thing with like letting go. I tell people you can do cord cutting ceremonies with people that you still want in your life, but it's cutting that cord, because that cord is kind of the issue. I'm no cord cutting expert. Okay. I YouTubed it. I don't like to overinflate my knowledge of things that I do not know. Holy shit balls. Yeah, I think this is kind of a trying time. We have the Tower card here, and that's in the God spot. That's kind of up here. What's the higher perspective on what's going on down here? Look at all of this. And I mean, look how dark those cards are. The devil is in front of us, but like wanting us to attach to specific outcomes, but we just want to feel fulfilled and unconditionally loved. Why do I have chills all over? We can do that even in the midst of this chaos, and God's looking down going, yeah, shit's pretty fucked up down there. You guys, I'm just knocking shit down, knocking that down. It's a mess. Well, at least the divine sees it and knows that that's what we're in. I kind of want to clarify that Tower card. The King of Wands. What's interesting about the King of Wands? So the wands are action, fire energy. So this can be creativity, passion, taking action, moving towards things. It's the journey of manifestation. Because it's the king, we're looking at masculine or yang energy, which projects outward, like actually takes the action and does things. If we're looking at the lower aspect of the King of Wands, this can be anger. So to me, what this is feeling like is there's a lot of energy just doing the most, and we can be reactionary with it, or we can use it for useful things, but like the King of Wands can represent getting pissed off and just speaking your mind or reacting. Like if we don't use this fire energy for something creative and to just keep going while feeling this fulfillment within, then we're just going to be in this shit. Like if we're stuck with like needing people to agree with us, needing things to be perfect, needing this to happen in order for that. This is just a little bag. Truth. That's interesting. So truths may be being revealed. The truth will be revealed, it's like power. Yeah, there's just power plays, but we've got to find our own inner power. Let me see. What's going to help us through this? Let's see what's going to help us through this. I'm gonna pull 2. Into the unknown. Wow. I mean, we're heading into the unknown. She's blindfolded. Just knowing that we're heading into the unknown. Who the fuck knows? Like we cannot know what is going to happen. It literally answered the question with kind of a non-answer, but not even really. It's number 7 if you're into numbers. All right. So just knowing that we're going into the unknown. Solitude. Wow, look at that. That's number 13. Find the peace and the fulfillment within you where you can. And when I tell you that I have been struggling with confusion, what I'm getting from this is that I am just going to do whatever is in front of me. That's all I can do, you know? And there's another thing that I was procrastinating a little bit, some stuff, because I was like, well, you know, I don't have anything planned. And then a bunch of other things came up that I needed to do. And so my procrastination, I realized, was coming from a place of like fear or insecurity of not doing something right. That's something I struggle with. And that's a lot of people who procrastinate do. I think just doesn't everybody procrastinate? Maybe not, but just give yourself some grace. Okay. This is confusing. Being confused is a blessing. If you think you know everything right now, you're fucked up. You're fucked up if you think you know what's going on. What about other people? What's up with everybody else? Let's see what's going on with everybody else. We're going to do 3. Like, what are sort of 3 possibilities we're seeing in other people? Boundaries. Wow. Maybe people are putting up boundaries. Maybe you need to put up boundaries. Wear your bubble. Balance. I think this is what we're navigating at the moment. Balancing our own needs against the needs of others. Making sure we're not over. Yeah, wow, I know what that one is. Resistance. We're probably meeting resistance in other people as well. And this could be why, like solitude, the boundaries are significant, needing to create balance in our relationships. But it could be that we are resistant. It could be other people are resisting us. There's just a lot of clashing. Hold on, my phone's blowing up. We're going to pull a Bible card. Just see what comes out. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Hebrews 12:14. I feel like this is this is a little cryptic to me. I was raised real Catholic where we didn't read the Bible. But I love Bible quotes. Anyway, I have been praying to be at peace within, or at least to remind myself to come back to a place of peace and calm, even though like emotions might pass through, but it's the consistent reminder and the consistent pivoting back to this place where in me, this is all I care about. What is unconditionally loving? Where is it that I want to go? Let me look, let's get advice. Wow. All right, one more. These are incredible. wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. And so we got this. These two came out together, which I think is amazing. The Fool card is trusting, taking a leap of faith. This is like naivety at its best, where we truly just believe that the universe has our best interest at heart and that we will grow wings when we take that leap, not over controlling or manipulating or making things happen. It doesn't mean that we don't take action. It means that we allow time and space for things to like reveal themselves. What was it? We got truth and power. Truth has power, and the truth of whatever situation that you're in will evolve. Let's knock that down. But the cool thing is it came out with this Four of Cups card. And the Four of Cups is, while she is like, here's these three, bowls right here. It's not really what I wanted. Ho hum. And then while she's not looking, God is filling this fourth bowl over here. So this is kind of like, don't focus so much on what it is that you don't have or what it is that you're not entirely satisfied with. Because if you're stuck in that vibe of like, this isn't what I want, you might miss something that spirit is bringing in on the side. And then we got the Lovers card. And the Lovers card is making a choice, right? And we're making a choice with our heart. So with the Lovers, I describe it like this, and it doesn't have to be in a relationship, although that's a good example. It can be with a job, or it can be with any kind of choice, but you are choosing to become more vulnerable, choosing to really put your heart into something. So the Lovers card is like when we choose to be with a partner and not just like dating or whatever. Generally we know them a little bit, and we know that it's almost like a leveling up where we know that it's going to involve hurt. It's like the choice made in the Lovers card is never an easy one. It implies that the risks become that much higher, that we're like opening up our heart a little bit more, and it probably will get hurt, but we are choosing at that moment that the risk outweighs, or the benefits outweigh the risks. And sometimes we choose not to do that, but I feel like in this place we are looking to people in our lives and trying to figure out, well, who is it that loves me unconditionally? Who am I really willing to be vulnerable with? Or if it's a job that's on your mind, what is it that my heart is really in? And what is it that my heart is not so much in, that I don't feel safe with, that I don't want to be vulnerable with? Am I staring at these three bowls in front of me, wishing there was something else, all the while missing something over here that God is filling for me, something with rainbowy goodness? Anyway, that felt like a really good reading, but I want to go back to the original three, because to me it's just the contrast in colors. It's like we've got to hold this light within us no matter how dark it is on the outside. And even spirit in the higher perspective is like, yo, you guys, I know this is rough, but you got this, you got it. Anyway, oh, chills. I love you. Thank you for stopping by. Peace. Namaste.